Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back. We are ready to rock and roll. So I have completed the walk around. What I've also done is filled the tanks. So we are now taking everything with us, completely full. So first things first, let's get that battery on. We need to get the nav light on. Let's just double check. Yeah, it feels good. Okay, this is looking good. So, throttle 1/4 inch. Get the engines going. Come on. There we go. Beacon light can now go on. We'll put the taxi light on as well. Alternator on. Perfect. So just wait for the temperature to rise, and while we do that, we can have a look at our route. So, we have a nice little waypoint, a nice little route today. If I can remember how to show it. No, I can't remember how to show it. Oh, come on. Honestly, I'm trying. Dear me. Oh, come on. Is it that way? No. Menu? No. Direct? No. Cancel that. Okay. Well, basically, we are going from... There we go. We're going to BIBA, but there are two locations that I want to show on the way, so I've made some dummy waypoints that we can use to actually go there. And I'm just going to pull that throttle down a little, try and avoid burning too much fuel. There we go. So yeah, that's going to be our route. 33.9 nautical miles to the first waypoint. Yeah, it should be a nice flight today. Now, as we know, this runway is a little bit what's it called? It's a little bit awkward. So we're going to have to use some flaps to get off the ground because I think it's the best thing to do. Now, as for direction, we are going to be heading on a let's just put the vacuums on. We're going to be going on a heading of 057. Now, in terms of what we've got here, we have, this is where I can do something. Look at this. So, these are the two runways we've got. I'm not sure which one's going to be the best. We will have a quick check outside and see what we can see. You see, we've basically got one directly in front of us. I think it would probably be a good idea to just take off straight. It's going to be the easiest thing to do because this track is just not that good. Now, pressure and temperature are good. I think we can now get ourselves going. Now we'll release the brakes. I have to be quite careful here. Oh, I do need to also check. Altimeter should be 3022, which it already is. Perfect. Want to do this as gently as possible and take this turn as wide as possible as well. You need a little bit more RPM to get ourselves moving here, because this is just not a nice surface at all. go. Right. I think what we're going to do this time, that's the parking brake set, yes. I'm going to get the throttle up a little before we get going. And away we go, full power. Oh, this is not a nice runway at all. Airspeed alive. Come on. Let's go. I think we're gonna have to. Yes, we are. Whoa. That runway is just not ideal at all. So let's get the heading adjusted. For now, we obviously want to be taking off, just going on the heading we currently have. Come on. That will be fine. That will do. Okay. So we are now in command of the pitch. So let's get this up. And get him all the way up. There we go. Okay. Perfect. 500 feet above the ground at the moment. We need to get this climb going. And I think we should now start to turn. Come on. Got to get over the top of that mountain range. Look at this. We are basically taking off into a mountain by trying to pull this turn. It is not ideal at all. Vertical speed on 1,000. Oh, I think we're going to be okay. I think we can clear it. Just about. We are pretty close here. And we're also a little way off track. So if we turn to there, should now be able to get back on track. We are currently 2.3 nautical miles off track apparently. Set course to 57. No, we'll do that after. For now we're just trying to get back on track, really. And it appears that we're accelerating too fast, so let's drop that down to 100. We have, of course, cleared all of this, so that's good. We're going to be doing this flight at 3,000 feet, because I want to make sure that we don't miss what I'm interested in us seeing. In fact, maybe 4,000, and we'll come down. Again, it's another stormy day here in Iceland. Not the greatest of weather, I'll admit. But for VFR flying, it's still okay. We've still got enough visibility, so it's not a big problem. Let's take that up a bit. 79 is the optimum climb speed, so we're okay as long as we don't drop below that. And of course, I'd like to be in cruise mode for as long as possible, because we are taking a rather large amount of fuel with us today. We are heavy, very heavy. I can no longer show you, actually. It won't let me access the weights once we're in the air. But yeah, we are pretty heavy here. Now, I think we can very soon access nav mode. The good news is, I think this guy here should also be working. Of course, this is normally reserved for whatever it's called. Set course to 058. It's normally reserved for ILS, but doesn't matter too much. So that's 05, 06, 58. We can now hit nav because we are close enough, and should find. Oh, there we go, perfect. We're just hit 4,000 as well. Oh, look at that front view. Look at that, what a stunning view. So I think it's time for some facts. As I said before, my good friend Bill has made me an absolutely amazing document, which I've given you all access to. That document is basically full of all sorts of facts. Amazing ones, to be honest. So, the first place we are heading towards is Gullfoss Waterfall, I believe. In fact, I'll double check. Yes, so the first one we're heading towards is Gullfoss Waterfall. Gullfoss Waterfall is actually two separate waterfalls. The upper one has a drop of 11 meters and the lower one 21. The rock of the riverbed was formed during an interglacial period, and water flows over Gullfoss at an average rate of 109 cubic meters per second. The heaviest floods recorded a flow of 200 cubic meters per second. During the summer, the flow is 130. People were eager to exploit the power potential of Gullfoss, and many plans for hydroelectric developments on the river Hvita, my pronunciation again there, have been proposed. So there we go. And of course over here we have some absolutely stunning scenery. Look at that. Well, that is how I expect ortho to look. I'm impressed with that, to be honest. A few other facts about the area. So, Thingvellir National Park is a place in the southwest of the island. It's famous for two reasons. In the year 930, one of the oldest parliamentary institutes in the world was founded. That was the Alsingi? Or Alpingi. The Alpingi met yearly, where the law speaker recited the law to all of the gathered people and decided disputes as well. In the year 999 or 1000, the law speaker Horgir Lashlerbla, not even going to try that one, so I just made a noise, made Christianity the official religion of Iceland. After the conversion, it is said that upon returning from Alpingi, Horgir then threw his statues of the Old Norse gods into the waterfall. At this historical place, the independence of the Republic of Iceland was proclaimed on June 17th, 1944. It's also famous because it's been a national park since 1928, because of the special tectonic and volcanic environment. There we go. Interesting stuff, right? Now we've got 10 minutes before we get down there, apparently. Look. That's going to be coming up in another episode. I'm not sure which route that will actually be that takes us over there. Yeah, we will be over that direction at some point, I believe. Pretty sure that's right, because I did plan this myself. And I planned for these routes to work correctly. So I think what we'll do is give you a little outside view and let you admire the scenery just while we get closer to the waterfall. Okie dokie, we are rather close now. So we have descended. We're going to stop descending rather soon. We are currently about 5 nautical miles out. And I'm going to, in a moment, hit Alt. There we go. Which means we're probably going to need to put a bit of extra power in here. So essentially, what we have here on this side is the river. You can see it running all the way up, And once we get down to that end, I'm really hoping it's modelled a waterfall, but I've got a feeling it probably hasn't. We will see though. We will see how well it's been modelled. Whoa, a little bit of wind there. So, up ahead, there we go. It's 3 miles out. And I'm actually going to slow the plane down as well. I'm sure this is not advisable. But we are actually going to slow the plane down and put the flaps out. So we can try and do a very slow fly past. That's the plan. Just get the RPM back into the green. And yeah. So basically, this is it. This is Selfoss Waterfall. And like I said, I'm not sure that there'll be anything actually modelled on here, but I wanted to see if we could see something. At the very least, we can, you know, fly past. It does appear though that there isn't a waterfall here to actually look at, unfortunately. Don't think that's a waterfall down there. Actually, I think that could be where the waterfall is in reality. But obviously we can't see anything here, which is a bit of a shame. We'll just fly down a little bit further. It is honestly a really beautiful place. Well worth a visit if you're there. And we've got 50 nautical miles until the next point. Oh, look at that over there. Beautiful mountain. Yep, so it doesn't seem to be anything over here. But that looks spectacular, doesn't it? Okay, so let's retract those flaps. Yep, get the speed back up. And we will climb back up to 4,000 feet. Do it at that rate. There we go. And heading, let's get ourselves round to a 180 degree heading. That will hopefully be enough for us to pick up the track. There we go. Yep, so we need to be on a heading of 173, that should be fine. 180 will allow us to pick it up. But that actually worked quite well, I have to say, using the flaps to get us a little bit slower. It was not a bad idea at all. Set course to 173. Okay, well we're on a course of 180. So that's interesting. Let's slide over to 30 degrees. Should allow us to intercept. Now I don't know if those are clouds or bits of snow. It can be a problem when generating ortho that you can have yeah, you can have issues with clouds getting in the way. Oh, wow, okay. We are now at 3,000, so just another 1,000 feet to climb and we'll be there. And we seem to be climbing at the optimum climb speed at the moment, which is good. But while we're climbing, let's just have a look in here. References. I think I checked before and I could not find a thing for the flaps. No. That's disappointing, really. Before takeoff, flaps as required. Yeah. There's nothing in here at all. It's a shame. I'll see if I can find something in the manual while we're cruising along to the next location. Almost up at cruise speed there. Or cruise altitude even. Definitely not at cruise speed. But we will be in a moment. And there we go. Get that trim back down. It's weird that it goes to the side still. Are we on an angle? Very slightly, I think. And I think we will leave it on full power, actually. Going to be flying over some nice mountains again. Hopefully, next time we fly, we'll have better weather. Not so many clouds. That would be good, to be honest. It's a little bit disappointing when you do have the clouds. So, distance to BIHL, which is our closest. But it's not where we're going. Nav mode, I think. And I will have a look in the manual and leave you guys with a lovely view. Let's have a look at my views. Got that one, that one, that one. I think if we use this one, that'll be quite nice. There we go. And I will go and have a quick look in the manuals then. Okay, so I have spotted a bit of a problem. The problem being that we actually need to climb. We're not going to make it over that ridge unless we're maybe 6,000 or 7,000 feet. So we really, really need to get up. Luckily, we are on full power already. We should be able to clear this. It shouldn't be a problem, I hope. Currently 15 nautical miles away, so this isn't a big issue. I think... Look at that. That's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Oops. Apologies. Let's spin round with the arrows instead. Better. Yeah, absolutely incredible. What a view. In fact, that is screenshot territory right there. Okay, so we do need to get this back down because we're losing too much speed. I think we're probably okay. We can still make it over. Yeah, we should be able to still make it over the ridge without an issue. Got enough time to do it. We've got some unfortunate ortho here. Got a line straight down the middle. Really disappointing. Once I learn how to successfully edit ortho, I will fix that. But unfortunately it won't be before we finish this series. Which is a shame, really. The air is getting thin. Almost up to 6,000 feet here. Our ground speed is still increasing slightly, but not by much. And apparently it's only 12 nautical miles. So I'm a little worried. It's actually down there. Let's have a quick check. We can afford to leave this guy for a little bit. He's not going to crash, I don't think. Ooh. Got some funny marks going on here. Now, is that the waterfall over there? Because I think this is too far. Let me pause and we can continue flying. Because I don't want us to crash into the side of a mountain. That would not be good. Okay. We're going through some cloud. And where, oh where, is this waterfall? Of course, when you look on Google Maps, it's really easy to find it. When you're flying, yeah, not so easy. Of course, what I do remember is that we were fairly high up. Let's get back to the plane. Well, I think this is a bit of a bust, actually, ladies and gents. I think we are not going to be able to find the waterfall today. which is a massive shame. I'm really disappointed with that. I was really looking forward to showing you the waterfall because it is tremendously beautiful. Are we starting to ice up? No, I don't think so. I think we're just going through some cloud, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're just going through some cloud. Nice. Always dangerous to go through cloud when you're trying to climb over a mountain. Not really a particularly good idea. Have a look out the passenger window. It is very cloudy, isn't it? We're losing visibility. This is a bad idea, I think. We're going to have to pull a left turn. Quite a sharp one. Oh yeah, there we go. You can just see we are just clearing the mountain. Only just. Wow. Let's set the altitude here, and let's go and have a look then. We want to be 1,000 feet. Go 1.5. No, we'll go 2 nautical miles is a good number before BIBA, so we need to descend in 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine, we can do that. Oops. And we need to now go direct to zoom in a bit so you guys can see that properly. B. Wrong direction, should have gone the other way. B-I, B, A. No. Useless. This is what I mean about still getting used to the systems of this. Activate. Really? Really? No. Okay, alright. So, in that case, swing ourselves for a track of 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, procedures. Are there any procedures? No. Okay. Any rivals? No. Okay, well, that's fine. We can keep ourselves going. Oh, we should be descending to target, apparently. But that's because it doesn't really recognise where we're trying to get. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we do need to descend to target now, apparently. And we should be doing it at a vertical speed of 1200. Which means we need to pull this back. at least we'll be out of the clouds very soon. Look at that. That green is just unnatural. I don't like it. All sorts of random colours all over the place. Why can't Google just have one good source? Just one good one. That would be for the best, really. So 9.6 nautical miles out. Which means it's dead ahead. Can we see it? Is that it? Okay, well, that's a road. That could be it. There's a dirt strip over there. I'm really not quite sure, to be honest, where it is. That can't be it. No, it could be... That's a sort of runway shape, isn't it? I don't know. I'm rather confused. If we go down, we can see there is a runway on the sort of heading that we're coming in from. There should be two parallel runways, or perpendicular even. It's just so difficult to tell from this distance. But I think we should, by the looks of it, turn to 180. So turn to 180 will allow us to just line ourselves up nicely. Oh, come on. Just to clear it, there we go. BIBA, you can see it here. Runway 0321 is a soft runway apparently. And we're at 6 nautical miles out. It should be somewhere. Which way are we going? It should be somewhere over here. Directly perpendicular to us. And I think, yeah, just over the other side of the river. Okay. Just over the other side of the river. Ah! Is that it? Is that it there? Could be. Or is that it? No, I think it looks like this is it. No? Okay, well, I'm not sure. Let's turn 90 degrees though. And we're just coming up to 1,000 feet, so we'll level out in a moment. There we go. know we're going to need to slow down. So this gives us a lot of time to do that. Okay, we are getting close to it. Let's put another level of flap down. And we'll put the speed, put the RPM back into the green. So we can see, we should have a runway here. We'll keep on this heading for now. We should have a runway in sight very soon. I think, in fact, if we turn to heading 30, if we go here, we can see 03, 21, 12, and 30. Yeah, so 30 is a good option. Altimeter is 3024, wind 240 at 9. Clouds, but we've already passed those clouds, so that should be okay. So 3024, let's adjust this guy. 2 clicks more. And yeah, we should be able to see the runway very soon. What's worrying me slightly, I can't see it. Let's just pause again and go outside. Oops. Now where, oh where, is this runway? Is it this one? I don't see a parallel, a perpendicular. That's the thing that seems a little odd. This is a runway. And where's the perpendicular section? No, here it is. Okay. Oh, it's tarmac. Nice. So there is a tarmac if we can get the 03. Okay. So that was down over there. Right. Now we know where we're going. Let's get a bit of a turn on. Oh, as a reference, I did find the flap speeds. So for full flaps, the extended speed is 85. For 10 degrees, it's 110. So we are okay at the moment, I would say. We're doing good. Just going to keep it on this heading for now. Start turning towards the runway slowly. And then we will get our final set of flaps. So we have the runway in sight. I think now would be a good time to disengage autopilot, yes. So 500-ish. I think we're coming in a little bit too high at the moment. We can speed down, and we can drop a little bit faster. I would like this to be a much better landing than the last one. That would be good. And at the moment, it is looking good. Coming in quite steep, but we should be able to fix that very quickly because we're not going too fast. Yeah. Come on. I think we can touch down. We are only a small plane after all. So. Kill the engines. And there we go, that's us down. Now we've got the brakes on. Oh, much better. Whoa! Just get the RPM back up a little. Whew! That was a far better landing. Do not land with the brakes on. The tyres may get damaged and explode. Okay, interesting. I must have been touching the brakes when we landed. Okay, a little bit extra thrust. Thrust, I'm calling it. Engine revs, in this case. Let's get those flaps up. So I think we bounced, and that's why he doesn't much like my brakes while landing, as he called it. If we swing right here, it's another gravel track, but does lead to some tarmac, which is good. And we'll just get the engine back down. There we go. So, get a parking brake set. Let's get that off, Strobes off, landing, taxi, probably should have been off already. Oh no, sorry. They're all on off. I thought they were all on. Whoops, so we've been flying with no lights. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Ignore what I just did. Don't do that yourselves. Okay. Avionics are off. Altimeter off. Engines off. Fuel. Throttle. Oh, and battery off. Lovely. Now, let's do a quick damage check. So, 48 hours before we need to change the oil. Spark plugs. Status massive. I don't know what that means. I think it means they're swollen, but they should be okay for now. Oil filter is okay. These are all good. Yeah, we'll put the fan on later maybe. Everything's good so far. Left tyre, some wearing is visible. Ooh, can we see that from outside? Left tyre. If we go down here, can we see any visible difference between the left and right tyres? Let's just go this way. Then I can control the camera a little better. Do we see any difference? No, but maybe there's no visible difference. Well, some wearing is visible. That doesn't mean it's bad. We can use it again. And we just got $200 for that flight. and it cost us 355 to refill, so that's not bad. So there we go, we are in BIBA. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.